Hey, my friends, it's Xavier with the Thrive Business Institute and the Legendary Leadership Academy. Hope you guys are doing okay. It is Tuesday. Thank you guys so much for your patience tonight. It has been a busy day today. I have a senior this year, so we had parents' night tonight, and so we got that done. And I'm here with you. So excited to be with you guys tonight. Hope you had a phenomenal week, an even better weekend, and hope that your week this week is starting off really, really well. Guys, let me tell you just right up front, you missed an amazing training that we did yesterday. We had an amazing training that was a preview to the entrepreneurial coaching program. And so I gave away a free training yesterday. Guys, we were on for like 3 hours. It was a training on where are your customers, right? Where to get your customers from. And I may put up a replay link. We'll see. And, kind of go from there. But anyway, this is Business Building Tuesday. And of course, the way that this goes is you put your questions in the chat and we answer those questions about your business. Guys, let me tell you, if you're struggling somewhere in your business, you don't even necessarily have to be struggling. If you have a question about a specific area of your business, this is the place to ask. This is the place to ask and get some assistance. I'm telling you. So if you have questions, put it in the chat below, and we're going to get those questions answered for you tonight. We are broadcasting live on several different channels. We're on Facebook, we are on Periscope, we're on YouTube. And so if you guys do have any questions tonight, this is the place that you need to be asking those questions. So I'm here for you. Again, I hope that you guys have had a phenomenal week. And I am just looking at looking at my screen over here, just making sure that no questions are coming in yet. And so whatever questions you guys have, let's get this thing started. I did say that I was going to do a brief teaching tonight, and that's, if it's something that you guys want, as I've told you guys week after week, I don't really do this broadcast to do a whole lot of teaching as much as I do helping, right? So I don't want to just talk at you. I really want to sow into your life and help your business immediately right where you are. So that's where I'm at. Guys, we have our first question tonight from Miss Joanne Holman. How do you drive customers to your business? So there's a couple different ways. I am going to talk about networking tonight, but let's get specific. So guys, so you know that when I do this program, we dig in specifically into your business. So Miss Joanne, tell me, what business are you in? And I'm going to give you some ideas that you can do immediately that are specific to your business. So tell me what business you're in. Tell me what your company is. If you have a website, you can put the website right there in the chat, and we'll take a look at that. If you have a Facebook page, you can put that there also, and I'll take a look at that. So what business are you in, Ms. Holman? And, what's your company? If you have a website, put the website there in the chat, and we're going to do some help. All right. Trained medical and dental assistants. This is right up my alley, because for those that know my background, that's one of the industries that I was in. I was a college president for years and ran career colleges and did consulting and managed colleges all over the country. So it is it's definitely something that that I have a level of expertise in. So with that being said, when you talk about driving customers into your business, something like post-secondary education. It's not a slippery slope if you have financial stuff in place for your students. So first you have to understand who this customer is. These are, folks that need money. They're changing careers. They want to make more money. And the tough thing about post-secondary education has always been is the students, they're not traditional students, right? So they have kids, they have bills, they have all this other stuff that they that they have responsibilities that, sometimes traditional students don't have. And when you are prepping your marketing campaigns, you have to think through that. So this is what I'm going to do for you, Ms. Holman. We're going to jump right over to the whiteboard and let's write out some stuff. Let's do some brainstorming about what we need to do. So again, some of the things that you need to think about when you're thinking about marketing for students is where the students are right now, right? So what is their current situation right now? And so some of it is under, UNDE, underemployed, right? They're underemployed, they're not making enough money. They're doing little, side jobs, or they're, working maybe at a restaurant for low pay. Maybe they're working at a warehouse, things like that, where they're not really making the money to get to where they need to be. So they're underemployed. Now, what are some of the jobs that would speak to being underemployed? Okay. So let's look at that. So warehouse, right? Now this is just depending upon, what demographic and where you are. But warehouse jobs are normally some underemployed. Restaurants, right? Can you think of anywhere else where there may be some individuals that are underemployed, right? Maybe clothing stores or retail. Let's go retail, right? And what we're actually doing is first, we're trying to see where these students are now, right? So those that are looking to change their career field, this is where they are right now, right? They're working in warehouses, they're working in restaurants, they're working in retail stores. And one thing that you can do is just with this list, this is just underemployed. We're not talking about anything else yet, just underemployed. With the warehouse, you can break this down even more depending upon what your location demographics tell you. So in other words, if I'm in Decatur, D-K-T-U-R, Decatur, I can do a Google search for warehouse jobs, right? A Google search for warehouse jobs. That's going to bring up temp agencies. I can't spell for anything. A-G-E agencies. Gee, I can't spell tonight. Gee. So if I'm in Decatur, I'm going to Google temp agency, or I'm going to Google warehouse jobs, right? It'll come up with temp agencies, and then I can make a list of the various temp agencies that are hiring for warehouse jobs. Why this is important is when you begin to market, you can go talk to them, right? You can actually go into the temp agencies and talk to them, or you can begin to run ads, right? So paid advertising, and you can run ads to these companies. So anybody that has in their Facebook page that they're working for, one of these temp agencies, you can run ads directly to them, right? Based on age, sex, demographics, employment, right? So you can run that stuff all the time. Okay, next is restaurants, right? And you do the exact same thing with restaurants. You go right in, this will be McDonald's, this will be Wendy's, this will be Waffle House, This will be another restaurant. Pick 3 or 4 restaurants, and again, we can run Google ads and Facebook ads directly to these folks. Now, what happens when they receive the ads? Because I can do the same thing with retail stores. You just pick your retail stores, get the name. Now, the cheapest way to do it is you can just walk in, right? You can walk in, get your flyer or your postcard, and you walk in and you hand them out one by one. But if you want to develop what we would call a funnel, right? If you want to develop a funnel where at the top of the funnel up here, this could easily be a short video. This could be a testimonial. This could be a free PDF that talks about the value of education, right? Or how to make more money on your job, right? It's just a you type up something, or there's 1,000 websites out there and blogs where you can just take the information, put it in a PDF document, and this, of course, make sure you cite your sources. But this could be a PDF, right? At the top of the funnel. But they have to put in their name, email address, and phone to get the resource, right? Once they get that, then they're going to drop down to a lead. And I'm assuming you've already been in post-secondary education, so you already know at that point, once we get a name and an email address, they now become a lead. Now the salesperson has to kick in. We call them and we get them in and do a tour, all that great stuff. So that is, that's how you can start that, right? It's very grassroots. You go to where they hang out, right? Where do people that are unemployed or underemployed, where do they normally hang out at, right? So we hang out at the mall. Where do they hang, right? So you have to think about, where do people hang out? Hang out at bars, clubs, parks. Think about where else, right? Online, social media. So of course, social, right? So we're there for social. What else? What else, right? So where else are these folks hanging out at? And of course, if it's bars, clubs, parks, social, and then this would just be the name of the bars, right? So you're developing the leads more wholesale, but this is the more organic way to do it. Now, you can always go out to any of the places that offer social services, right? So you're talking about food banks, or food pantries, DFACS. That's here, in Georgia, Department of Family and Children Services, some kind of social service spot. Churches. You can partner with churches,